Rush have recently announced that they're going to reform for the first time since Neil Peart's passing with new drummer Anika Niles, who previously played with Jeff Beck on his 2022 US tour. These will be their first live shows in over 10 years, so I want to celebrate this moment by reacting to a live performance I'm yet to see. This is my first time hearing and reaction to Tom Sawyer live at the 2013 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Such an underrated band in my opinion. Like 99.9% of Canadians, how can you not love them? So Rush formed in 1968 in Toronto, and out of the 19 studio albums they have released, 11 of those have hit the top 10 in the US, which is remarkable. And I don't think they get the credit that they deserve, which is why I mentioned a few moments ago that they are an underrated band, in my opinion, because when you think of that era of music and all of the bands, fantastic, amazing classic rock bands that were around at that time, they seem to have overshadowed them. They're the kind of band that if you're unfamiliar with them, I would just suggest you find a compilation album. I highly recommend the Anthology record and listen to it from start to finish. And if by the end of it you haven't been converted, then there's something wrong with you.
Today's Tom Sawyer, he gets high on you with the space of your face, he gets by on you.
They're prog masters, man. Look at the size of that kit, it's insane. On the topic of Neil Peart's kit, I got into Rush via Freaks and Geeks, which was a coming-of-age teen drama comedy series that only did one season back in the late 90s, I think it was, or maybe year 2000. And one of the characters, Jason Segel, who played Nick in that series, was a drummer, and he was a massive fan of Neil Peart. All he talked about was Neil Peart and Rush as a band, and in his garage, or garage as we would call it in the UK, he had this just massively oversized, insane drum kit, and it was hilarious. But yeah, I got into Rush via Freaks and Geeks. His rhythm on the ride cymbal is just, such groove, hasn't he, Neil? One of the best drummers of all time. Yeah, he's a hard rock drummer, but he's jazzy, he's got funk, he's got groove, he's just got everything. And Alex is a fantastic guitarist as well. And then Geddy on bass and vocals. Perfect lineup. For any of you out there fortunate enough to get tickets for next year's tour, you're going to have such a blast. And I don't know a lot about Anika. I've seen a few clips here and there, but I've heard she's a fantastic drummer. And there's a reason why they've brought her into the band to step into Neil's throne, so to speak. And I'm sure she's going to deliver. I remember when I first became aware of Rush, I was 18 years of age, so this would have been around 2000, 2001, and I was in a really rubbish band at the time, but we wrote and recorded our own original material and had a lot of fun. And an older friend of mine who was a lot more versed and educated in older music, so to speak, heard one of our songs and said, "That song really sounds like the spirit of radio." And of course, we didn't have a bloody Scooby-Doo what he was going on about. And it turns out that I unintentionally wrote a song and completely ripped off the verse chord sequence. So without even knowing it, their music was already within my blood and I was destined to become a fan. Well, I certainly had a good time listening and watching that back. What about you? Let me know in the comments section below. And if you've enjoyed my video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see some more. Thank you for watching. Look after yourselves. Hopefully, I'll see you very soon. Bye for now, people.